Everybody, it's Alex from Little Master Kingdom, and welcome to another episode of Virtual Chats. And today we have the great pleasure of having Ol Drake from Evile. How are y'all?
I'm not bad. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Good, good. It's great to have you. And on behalf of all the fans across the world, it's great to have Evile back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So to start things off, like pretty much the question I've been asking everybody, especially with where they are in the world. How's the situation with the current worldwide insanity over in the UK, and how have you been dealing with it?
It's been a year of, I guess, nothing, but also it's we have two kids, so it's been a lot of family time. I started on streaming on Twitch as well, which has took up my time a bit. But other than that, it's just been I'm just so fed up, and I want to get out there. I want to go places. I want to rehearse and play gigs. Want it to stop.
I know. I feel the same way. It's nuts over here in Canada where we are. It's kind of the same shit. So I want to do the same thing. I want to be rehearsing and playing gigs and all that. So feelings it's mutual. So
yeah.
Anyway, let's dive out of the negatives for now, but let's focus on the positives. So obviously the exciting news right now is after 8 years, new Evile music, Hell Unleashed is coming out. I've listened to it, and it's a phenomenal album, great comeback.
Thank you.
I also want to say, like, from a fan perspective, you guys were a big part of the soundtrack to my college days from 2010 to 2013, around there.
Oh, great.
So when I listen to the album, there's certainly elements from all the past albums that I can hear, but I definitely get a bigger like Enter the Grave album because it's more aggressive. So with this album, because it seems like a new beginning for you guys, you coming back, Matt left and all that, is that the goal, to go back to basics?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was 100% the goal, but we did make a conscious decision. Conscious decision. Sorry, it's quite late here. A conscious decision to make things more to the point, more aggressive, and we did discuss, get back to how we thought on Enter the Grave. We didn't want to copy Enter the Grave. We just wanted to kind of get in that headspace again of just, let's do some fun riffs, make the songs always interesting all the time, and never waver from that. So I guess it was kind of a conscious decision, but also not. We kind of just went with the flow.
So my personal favorite album from you guys is Five Serpents' Teeth. Like there's something about that album that just spoke to me. Like I really love as a musician myself, one of the big things that I love about albums is diversity. And I feel like that is like one of your most diverse offerings to date. On that one, Matt started to go in a more melodic territory with his vocals, especially on like In Memoriam and all that. Do you see yourself maybe wanting to expand your vocals on future Evile albums?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah, but I'm not thinking that far ahead at the moment. The material we've written, I mean, when we were in the studio, we tried some different things. We tried a bit more melodic, maybe a bit more, I don't want to say Hetfield, but it's bound to, but that kind of approach, but nothing worked. The only thing that worked was what you hear, because the songs were that aggressive and angry that nothing else fit. So I can sing. When we play live, I will be playing In Memoriam, singing melodically. I won't be over In Memoriam. That wouldn't work. But yeah. I can sing quite well. It's just at the moment that is what we're doing, and maybe the next album will call for something more melodic. But until we write it, I really don't know.
Right. So I have a couple of fan questions, if that's okay. So
yeah, cool.
My friend Derek asks, how did Matt's departure affect the overall writing process?
It didn't, to be fully honest, because when I rejoined in October 2018, I spent a lot of time writing the music side of things first, and the main gist of all the songs was finished in, I'd say, July 2019, and then it fell to Matt to do the lyrics and vocals, because the only problem was that he didn't have time. So we waited for a while, quite a while, but nothing ever came. And we knew it was coming when he left. We knew it was going to happen. So he only had small inputs on maybe 2 songs. And so the album was technically finished before he left. So it didn't impact the songs in any way. It just impacted the obvious, the him not being in the band anymore. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking about the songs, what would you say, like any of the songs that we hear on the finished product now, like were any of those riffs like written way back from when you joined, or maybe did Matt? Like, what are some of the riffs that maybe from Matt that maybe made the final cut?
No, the 5 years that I was in Evile, there wasn't really any new music. I think there was a handful of riffs, maybe the start of a song. There just wasn't much. So we just started completely from scratch. You know, it's all the music on the new album is 100% brand new from 2008. Well, 2018 brand new, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to look back in any way. If we used a riff from many years ago, it just wouldn't have felt right. It all needed to be in the same vein.
Yeah. Um, I was like, did Matt hear the new album? And if so, what did he think?
No, he hasn't heard it. He hasn't commented on it. I still speak to him, you know, if we haven't fallen out. We mostly talk about films, but he hasn't mentioned it. I've not asked.
Okay. Because I did hear, like, when he put out his statement a few months back, or when he left, he said that his intention was still, when you guys get back to playing live and doing the tribute show for Mike Alexander, that he will be there for, like, to send his final goodbye to the fans. You know, just to
Yeah.
do that. Is that true? Is that still in the pipeline?
Yes, I think it's in October now. It might get moved again. I don't know, but we're going to play all of Enter the Grave with Matt singing, and that'll be kind of his send off.
Yeah.
And then even he's agreed that after that it will be the new Evile, and we'll do a set of, you know, the new stuff or anything like that. So it'll be 2 gigs effectively.
Yeah. So the new music on the album, was it all written by you, or did the other guys like submit riffs as well?
So the way we do things now, it starts with me. I write the initial
Skeleton?
seed, I guess. Yeah. And as I'm progressing through the songs, I will send the work so far to the rest of the band and say, what do you think? Do you have any ideas? And the rest of the band will either say, yeah, it's cool, or how about this, or I've got a riff. But on this album, it was mostly me sending it to the band, and everyone saying, yeah, it sounds cool. And I think, not that it fell to me, but it got comfortable that I kind of did most of the work, and I don't mind doing most of the work. But Ben would send some riffs over, and they would just fit in. Even the very first riff on the album, in fact, is Ben's riff on Paralyzed, because the riff you hear, it was originally slower. It was like,
Yep.
and I said to Ben, no, let's speed that up. Let's speed that up. So yeah, that was Ben's. So everything is from an initial seed, and I'd say each song has maybe 18 versions until it's finished. So if you listen progressively through them, it's like it starts at like 20 seconds, then 40 seconds, a minute and a half, then 50 seconds. It's a complete insane journey, the versions of the songs.
Yeah. the Paralyzed riff is the intro riff. It just comes slamming right in, and I think you guys made the right decision to speed that riff up because for an opener, for like especially an album that took this long to come out, you just want to like go smacking right out of the gate. So
Yeah,
you guys made the right choice to speed it up.
yeah, you hit the nail on the head. That is exactly what we wanted to do with the first song. I even wanted the reversed intro to come in and trick people into thinking, oh, okay, it's going to be like another
Yeah,
like
yeah,
witty intro, but like bang.
yeah. It has like a swell up, like, and then boom, it goes right into it.
Yeah,
But my
exactly.
probably my favorite track on the album right now is Incarcerated, because
Oh,
that one to me it has like a big, it feels like an outtake from Infected Nations because the riffing is very similar and the structure is very similar. So that's sort of what I got from that tune.
I've not thought of that, but yeah, you're right. It could be off the second album. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And also speaking of the second album, Michael Whelan, you guys had him do the artwork for this. He also did Infected Nations. It how I thought he maybe like retired. He doesn't like do much anymore. Is that right?
Um, he still works. Yeah, he's still fully working. While we were speaking, he was oh, what was he doing? Yeah, I can't remember who he's working for, but yeah, someone very, very important and big. Not evil.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just such an amazing artist. I kept in touch with him from the Infected Nations work, and he even came to see us in, where was it? I want to say Connecticut. I can't remember, but stayed in touch, and I sent him the new songs, like a few of the new songs, and said, we'd still love to work with you if possible, and um, we probably can't afford his commission price
Yeah.
anymore. So we asked, is there any pieces that you maybe haven't released or anything, any unused things? So he sent maybe 10 images that have never been seen before, which was awesome in itself, but none of them really fit except for one. And we didn't really like it anyway, which is the one you see. But it wasn't until we zoomed in and put the Evile logo above it that we thought, that's the one. It's clicked. So it really worked out.
Yeah, for sure. Um, are you kids fans of your music?
No, our first is, she's nearly 4, and our other is 7 months.
Mm,
So the 3-year-old, I don't think she really minds about music at the moment. She really likes Let It Go from Frozen, and
mhm.
that's about it. That's the
Right,
only music she likes.
right, sure. I guess I got like a one last question, and then I'll let you go because I know it's probably 5 hours ahead of your time. It's like what 11 something over there now.
It's actually 10 past 10, so it's not
Oh,
too
okay.
bad. I've still got some time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so anyway, like I guess you must be tired, so I don't want to take up too much of your time.
That's
So,
fine.
but still, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us, and from a fan perspective, it's been a blast to talk. But anyway, just finish it off. When touring becomes possible again, is there any chance you guys will come back here to Canada?
Yes, 100%. I really miss it over there. I miss North America. It's like it's a completely different world to us. I mean, we've toured the UK, Europe, Scandinavia, Taiwan, loads of places, but over there, it's just, I love it, especially Canada. And everyone says, I always said I would live in Canada, and they'd be like, "Oh, you wouldn't like the snow and the cold." And I would love the snow and the cold. So yeah, we're definitely going to come back. Definitely.
Yeah, because real quick, the last time you guys were here in 2010, I mean, I think that's the only time you guys came here. But the last tour that you did over here was supporting Forbidden, right? I remember that, and
Yes.
I wasn't able to come to the show, but I really wanted to because you know I wanted to see you guys in particular, but also Forbidden. But I remembered that the very day that you guys were playing, it was also my dad's 50th birthday, so we were taking him out to dinner. But I do remember I wanted to come. I came down to the venue that you guys were playing, hopefully to maybe just say hi to the bands and all that at least. But I noticed that you guys didn't arrive until later, so But still, I'm really hoping at some point when you guys come that I can see you guys.
What venue was that, or
That
what
was
place?
that was the Mod Club.
Yes, I remember, because I don't know why, but we were very late.
Hmm.
And then we turned up, and the promoter said, "I think you've got 10 minutes set time."
Hmm.
It was like, we've driven 23 hours to play 10 minutes. Are you serious?
Oh
So
shit!
it was something like that. I think that's the one. We weren't happy, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I saw some video footage on YouTube from that very gig. I know you guys played "Killer from the Deep." I think you may have. I can't remember what other songs you played, but man, 10 minutes. Oof.
I might be exaggerating. Maybe it was 12.
But anyway, like I said, I certainly hope that everything works out at some point, and we can all of us fans over here can come see you guys again, whether supporting somebody or even headlining.
Yeah, we'd love to. We want to get back everywhere we've been. We can't wait.
Yeah. So, all right, all like that's pretty much all I got for you. I just want to say thank you so much for chatting with me. It was a blast, and wishing you all the best with Hell Unleashed and everything going forward. And fingers crossed that we'll see you guys here soon.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Alex.
All right, talk to you soon, man.
Cheers. Take care.
Yep. See you.